Welcome to our channel, guys. Today we are going to learn how to play chess. This is called a chessboard. The chessboard is of total of 64 squares. It's a two-player game. The white pieces are placed on the first and second row of the chessboard, and the black pieces are placed at the seventh and eighth row of the chessboard. A chessboard has alphabets from A, B, C, D to H, and numbers from 1 to 8. Okay, first we are going to see about pawns. This is called a pawn. It is also called a soldier. The pawns are placed, the white pawns are placed at the second row, and the black pawns are placed at the seventh row of the chessboard, like this. A pawn can move two steps at its first move. For example, this pawn can move twice at its first move. Now it can't move it can't jump two steps because it already played its first move. At the first move it can jump. It can also play one move. Then it can't go two steps. So a pawn gets a special ability to jump two steps only at its first move. So you can, after you are playing two moves, then you have to push it one by only one square. Next we are going to see about the knight. This is called a knight. It is placed at the it is at its corner of the chessboards. The knights are placed at this square and this square. It can jump. It's the only piece that can jump. If there is a knight here, it can jump from here to here. Like it can go two steps, then left or right. If a knight is here, it can go front two steps and left or right. It moves like a L. It can also go left two steps and left or up or down. Then it can also go right two steps. The dotted squares are the squares which it can move. So the knight on the center can go to, it can access 8 squares. But if the knight is placed here, it can only move to 4 squares. So the knight here is better than the knight here. Okay, next we are going to see the rooks. The rooks are placed at the very corner of the chessboard. The white rooks are placed at the first rank and the, oh, I forgot to say, the ranks, this is called a rank. The horizontal squares are called ranks, and the vertical lines are called files. The black rooks are placed on the 8th rank because this is 8 and this is a horizontal rank, so it is called 8th rank. This is called a file because it is a and it's called a file, so a file. The rook can move like in every direction, but it can't move diagonally. So it can move here, here, everywhere it can move, but it can't go like this. It can't go diagonally. It can only go front or left or right, front, back, or left or right. It can go how many squares it can jump from here to here. It can go anywhere, but it can't move diagonally. Okay, next we are going to see the bishops. The bishops are placed after next to the knight. A bishop can move diagonally. For example, if a bishop is here, it is called a black bishop because it is on a black square. It can move on the black diagonals. So it can move here, it can jump, it also can jump, but it can't move like this. It can only move diagonally like this. It can go here, it can go here. So that is how a bishop moves. Next we are going to see the queen. A queen is considered to be the best piece on the chessboard. It is placed on the D file because this is called a file and it is on D, so it is D file. It is placed on the D file. D file. Okay. A queen can move anywhere. It can move like a rook and a bishop. It can move diagonally, it can move front, it can move back, it can go left, it can go right, it can jump anywhere, but it can't move like a horse. A knight is also called a horse. Okay, next I'm going to say you the value of the chess pieces. The value of the queen is 9 points. The value of the bishops are 3.5, and the value of the knights is also 3.5. The rook is worth 5 points. The pawns are worth 1 points. Okay, next we are going to see the king. The king is placed on the remaining square. A king is the most valuable piece on the chessboard. It is worth infinite points. A king can move in every direction, but it can't jump to every square. It can only move one step in every direction. See, the dotted squares are the squares which the king can access. It can go here, it can go here, but it can't jump like this. It can only move one square. It can't go two squares also. It can go only one square. Okay, now I am going to show how the game is played. The white player gets to start the game. He can move anything, but he can't move the queen, king, bishops and the rooks at the beginning of the game because it can't jump. Only the knights have the ability to jump from pawn. If there is no pawn, the rook can go, but there is a pawn blocking the rook. But knights aren't like that. It has special ability. It can jump pawns. Okay. Okay, for example, if the white player starts the game with this, then now he can't play like here because now it's black's turn. The chess is a turn by turn game. So if you play a move, then you have to wait for the opponent to play a move. Okay, if he plays this pawn here to here, now you can play something. Now you can play this bishop because this pawn is moved. So this bishop is free. So it can go to this squares. Okay, if the white player plays here, the black player should play now. He can play anything. For example, if he plays this pawn, now your turn. So if white player plays like this, now it's called a check because now if okay you are thinking now it's black's turn, so he's going to play a move, but he can't play a move because his king, no, like if you play this knight, here is a knight. If you play like this, it's wrong, it's illegal because the white gives you a check to you. A check means a, your opponent is threatening your king to be captured. So now if you don't see that and if you play here, it's an illegal move because I can capture your king and it's game over. But you can't do like that. So you have to see the check, and you have three options. If your opponent gives a check, you must block the check, so now you can't take because this pawn is blocking the queen. Or you can move the king. It's also option. The third option, if okay, for example, if this knight is here, the third option is that you can capture the piece that is threatening the king. So this is also the option. So you have three options. One, to capture the threatening piece, or you can move your king, or you can block the check like this. So you have three options: block the check, move the king, or capture the piece that is threatening your king. If you can't do any of the three, your game is over. The person who's threatening your king, and you, now for example, now you can't do three of them because you can't move your king here because the queen will take your king. You can't capture the queen because the bishop will capture your king. You can't also block the check, so it is game over. white wins the game. So thank you for watching, guys. This is how you play a chess game. So if you have any doubts, please let me know in the comments. Thank you.